Okay, welcome back to my channel. Let's look at number 2. Right, in this case, guys, one thing that you have to take note of, we have two terms this side because we know that terms are separated by a plus sign or a minus sign. We also have two terms this side. We have 2 minus 3x, so that minus separates the two terms there. Right, now, why do we need to know that? It's because we then have to go and highlight that, okay, that means in this bracket, when I'm distributing this 3, it will go with the negative inside the bracket. So we'll have 5, right? And then this negative 3 will times the 1. It will become negative 3 or minus 3. Then you have negative 3 times by negative x, which will become positive 3x, right? And then you have equal to 2 minus 3x. Guys, and then you see that on this left-hand side, I do have like terms. 5 minus 3 will give you positive 2, and then you have plus 3x, and then you have 2 minus 3x. And then what I need to do now is take all my variables to the left-hand side, and then I'll take my constants to the right-hand side. So what do I have? Okay, so if I take 2, we can do it step by step, right? So in this case, I know that I want to take 2 because it is a constant, it will come here. And when it does come here, it will become negative 2, right? And then also the variable has to go here, it's in the wrong place. So it will become plus 3x, plus 3x, right? Now, what is left on the left-hand side? So the 2 is no longer here. So what's left now is the plus 3. And then we see here, the 2 was here, the positive 2 was here, and then the negative 3x has jumped to the other side. Okay, so now what do you have? Right, so you have equal to 3x plus 3x, which will give you 6x, and then negative 2 plus 2, which will give you 0. And then I do not want 6x, I want x. They said solve for x, so I have to get rid of the 6 by dividing on both sides. So therefore, x now will be equal to 0. And that's your answer. We move on to number 3. Number 3, we are going to distribute the 3 inside. Okay, so if we distribute the 3 inside, we'll have 3 times 4x, which is 12x, and we'll have 3 times 2, guys. We have 3 times 2, which is 6, minus x equal to negative 7 plus x, right? Then we see like terms, and we can see that we have 12x minus x, which now will be 11x plus 6 equal to negative 7 plus x. Then what is going to happen is that the x will come this side, and then we'll have the 6 come that side, right? So we will then think we'll have 11x. Now the x will then become what? The x will then become minus x, right? Then we have again negative 7, and then the 6 will become minus 6, which is equal to. Now, if you look at this, we have 11x minus x, which will give you 10x, and then negative 7 minus 6, which will give you negative 13, right? I think let's do this. Let's divide by 10 because we want to get rid of that 10 that's next to x. So therefore, x is going to be negative 13 over 10, and that's our answer. Moving on, we come to 4.1. Guys, another thing that you have to take note of, this is one term, and this is one term, right? So what is a term? This is a single mathematical expression and another single mathematical expression, okay? And this then allows us to then work out this using cross multiplication. So we can cross multiply this. So we will have 5 times 3, and then we'll have 2 times x. 2 times x on the right-hand side. And the answer you're going to get here is 15. And the answer you're going to get on the right-hand side is 2x, right? So if I divide now by 2 on both sides, divide by 2 on both sides, therefore x will now be 15 over 2. And that's our answer, guys. You can leave it like that if you want. X is equal to 7.5. X is equal to 7.5, or you can leave it as a fraction like that. Moving on, guys, again, this is one single expression and this is another single expression, okay? Because this is one term and this is the other term, guys, we can do cross multiplication here. But it would have been a different case if we have had, for example, let's say we've had plus 3 here. Guys, these now are 2 terms on the right-hand side, which then does not allow cross multiplication. Please take note of that, okay? Even if it was minus, okay, it will make the right-hand side have 2 terms, making it not qualify for a cross multiplication. Okay, so let's cross multiply. We'll have that and we'll have this. So equal to, we'll have 5 times that whole bracket x minus 2, and then you have 2 times x, equal to, you have 5 times 3, which will give you 15, and then x minus 2, and then this on this side will just be 2x, equal to 15 times x will give you 15x, 15 times by negative 2, which will give you minus 30. Then you have 2x equal to, then what I decide to do is I'm going to take the 15 just this side, okay? So I'll be left with negative 30 here. I'll have 2x, and that 15 will be minus 15. Then we will then simplify the right-hand side. So we'll have the answer on this side will be negative 13x, and then this will be, of course, negative 30. If I divide on both sides by negative 13, therefore, x will now be positive 30 over 13. And that's our answer for 4.2. Now we come to number 5. Again, guys, this is one term and this is one term. And that means we can do cross multiplication. Right. Now, we need to sort this out. We need to decide whether the negative goes to the top or goes to the bottom. I will send it to the top, guys, because I feel that I will not forget it if it's at the top. But you can send it at the bottom. You are going to get the same answer. So now if I cross multiply, what will I have? I'll have 5 times 12, and then I have negative 1 times 4x. This will then be negative 1 times 4x, which is negative 4x. And then on the left-hand side is 60. Now, if I divide by negative 4 on both sides so that I can get what x is, therefore x will be now equal to negative 15. And that's our answer.